So I thought that one was pretty good. Oh, you're very welcome, Dawn. You're very welcome. Glad you like it. Yeah, I see in you the estuary that enlarges and spreads itself grandly as it pours in the great sea. Oh, you're very good. The last one, the very last one I'm going to read. Yeah. It's called Locations and Times. Locations and Times. Sometimes, you know, when you put together the work of a poet, you just, and you haven't got a title for the poem, you just take the first 2 or 3 words of the poem and make it the title. So I don't know who made up the title, Locations and Times. Locations and Times. What is it in me that meets them all, whenever and wherever, and makes me at home? Forms, colours, densities, odours. What is it in me that corresponds with them? What is it in me that corresponds with them? So here it is again, locations and times. What is it in me that meets them all, whenever and wherever, and makes me at home? Forms, colours, densities, odours. What is it in me that corresponds with them? So there you have it. Whoops. Excuse me, I dropped the telephone there. So, a little bit of Walt Whitman. Finding a common ground with others, yes. That Walt Whitman was good at that, really. He didn't get into arguments with people, really. He probably did enough of that in his days as a journalist. He was typed in thought of equality. It starts of equality, yes. Yeah, it's... Walt Whitman was a journalist, you know, and he worked for the Democratic Party for a while as an editor of the Eagle, the Democratic Eagle, or something like that was the name of the newspaper. But he was a journalist, an editor, he was also wrote a novel, and I think he might even have written a play. Nightingale, 81. Can you just let me see if I can help? What is it you're unable to find? Because the best thing to do is put in the first line of the whole of the first line of the poem, and I'll read it to you. Is it the very first poem that I read that you would like to find again? If it is, I'll reread the very first poem. Thought I'd like to write that poem down. I'm feeling good today, yes. You'd like to write it down. Okay, let me read the very first poem again. The poem that, and it won't be hard to write down, but you probably only need to write down about 5 words because Google will find you easily the rest of the poem. But the first poem today is a thought, really. Thought. And it's about obedience, faith, and adhesiveness. Adhesiveness is not a word we use very, very frequently today. Of obedience, faith, adhesiveness. As I stand aloof and look, there is to me something profoundly affecting in large masses of men following the lead of those who do not believe in men. So if you put into Google, as I stand aloof and look, you will get it. As I stand aloof and look, there is to me something profoundly affecting in large masses of men, following the lead of those who do not believe in men. Now, I'd be surprised if you can't make that line meaningful to yourself today. I believe that that line is, there almost asking for you to make it mean something to you. But, it's actually people following the lead of those who do not believe in people, which is actually a lot more precise than talking about people following as sheep. Following the lead of people who do not believe in people. There's a lot more edge to that and that's what, whenever people use cliches, we kind of don't really, we don't pay any attention to them most of the time. So look, folks, you're very nervous today. It's been such an insane election. Thank you so much for sharing this day. You're very, very welcome to do it. Very welcome. I'm going to, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play us out of the scope with a piece of music. Now, I'm going to have to find it. So allow me a moment here to find the piece of music I'm looking for. Yeah, this is this American Civil War song. You will all know it. So there you have it, the Walt Whitman Show. Thank you very much for being here. Very much enjoyed your company. Very much hope to see you all. And have a very, very good day. Okay? Thank you very much. All the very best to you all. And thank you very much for your company, your intelligence, and your sensitivities. Okay, bye.